personally and professionally, and really, our department as a whole.
Yeah, today marks a sad anniversary. It has been 1 year since Madalina Cojocari, the 11-year-old from Cornelius, was last seen. A little over in an hour, people in Cornelius will gather to pray for her safe return.
Today, Channel 9's Hunter Signs sat down with the police chief there to talk about the impact of this case and about Madalina.
New banners stand outside the Cornelius Police Department, reminding everyone the search for little Madalina Cojocari continues 1 year since she was last seen publicly.
I just see an 11-year-old little girl that was getting off the bus to go home just like every other kid does.
Cornelius Police Chief David Baucom reflects on this moment, the last time Madalina was seen getting off her school bus a year ago today. In that time, he's learned a lot about her.
She loved the outdoors. She loved going to the mountains. She loved horses. She loved playing video games. She was just like any other typical little girl.
It was 3 weeks after she was last seen when a school resource officer and counselor got involved that Madalina was finally reported missing. 2 days after that, her mother, Diana Cojocari, and stepfather, Christopher Palmitter, were arrested for failing to report her missing. Since then, Baucom's department has been throwing everything they have at the case. At least 8 of his detectives are working it, along with agents assigned to the case from the SBI and FBI. Baucom says it's a mass effort that never really leaves them.
It's taken a toll on me personally and professionally, and really, our department as a whole. I mean, we have poured our heart and soul into this investigation, from the top down.
Baucom can't comment on specifics about the case. He doesn't want to jeopardize the ongoing work of his officers.
Do you believe that either of those parents had anything to do with her disappearance?
I can't comment either way on that.
Is there any reason to believe that there could be a significant break in this case soon?
I can't comment either way.
But he will be the first to tell you this case eats at him.
Why does it get to you like that?
I think it's because I care so deeply about this community and this department, and I see the strain this investigation has taken on everyone, and we just want to find Madalina.
Do you still have hope personally that she's alive out there?
I do.
Madalina's mother, Diana Cojocari, is still in jail tonight. Madalina's stepfather, Christopher Palmitter, bonded out back in August. We tried to pay a visit to his Cornelius home earlier today to ask him if there was anything he had to say on this anniversary, but when we got there, we were met by several no trespassing signs on his property. Live tonight outside the Cornelius Police Department, Hunter Signs, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
We know continued prayers that she is found safe and soon. Hunter, thank you. And we also know the community is gathering at 6:30. We will have live coverage of that tonight at 11. Hunter, thanks again. Channel 9 has been bringing you every development in the search for little Madalina. Our WSOC TV News app even has a complete timeline listed there of this case. It is
Cornelius girl Madalina Cojocari was last seen in public. To that advice, well, today marks 1 year since missing Cornelius girl Madalina Cojocari was last seen in public. The Cornelius community will host a gathering later tonight to pray for Madalina's safe return. Let's bring in Channel 9's Amelia White, who is live in Cornelius with more on how we got here. Good morning, Amelia.
Good morning, Damani. 1 year later, and the question, where is Madalina Cojocari, still echoes throughout this community. This morning, I want to walk you through the timeline of her disappearance and where the investigation stands. This is video of Madalina getting off of her school bus in Cornelius on November 21st of last year. According to Cornelius police, this was the last time she was seen in public. Her mother, Diana Cojocari, told police she last saw Madalina at their home on November 23rd, but didn't report her missing until 22 days later. Madalina's mother and stepfather, Christopher Palmitter, were arrested for failure to report a missing child. Diana is still behind bars awaiting trial, and Palmitter was released on bond in August. Search warrants obtained by Channel 9 say in one recorded jail call between Diana and her mother, the women discuss a bag with money, withdrawing cash, and a theory that Chris gave the girl away for money. Documents revealed investigators collected several phones and had searched Cojocari's home looking for any evidence of violence. And tonight, Cornelius police will hold a gathering for Madalina, hoping for a safe return. The gathering will be at Cornelius Town Hall due to the incoming weather, and we will be there. We'll have continuous coverage throughout the day. I'm reporting live in Cornelius. Amelia White, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
And of course, we all continue to hope and pray for her safe return home. Amelia, thank you.
A missing persons case filled with mystery. Tomorrow marks 1 year since Madalina Cojocari was last seen alive. No one has seen this 12-year-old from Cornelius since she got off her school bus on November 21st, 2022. WBTV has been following this story all year, and still tonight, no one knows where she might be or who's responsible for her disappearance.
WBTV anchor Alex Giles spoke one-on-one with the Cornelius police chief about the massive effort to find Madalina. It's a conversation you'll only see on WBTV.
To Cornelius Police Chief David Baucom, investigating the disappearance of Madalina Cojocari is more than just work. Just talking about the case makes him emotional.
Our motivation is Madalina. We want to find her.
For a year now, he and his officers have been trying to find this young girl. This video from November 21st, 2022 has been broadcast all over. It shows then 11-year-old Madalina getting off of a school bus. It was 2 days before she disappeared.
As a father, what do you think when you see that video and know that that may be the last time she's seen by a lot of people?
It's heartbreaking looking back at the video. You know, she looked so innocent getting off the school bus, going home just like any other 11-year-old kid would be doing. And, you know, and then 3 or 4 weeks later, that's when our investigation began.
According to official records, a school resource officer visited the home in Cornelius where Madalina had been living on December 12th. Records show she hadn't been to school in weeks. On December 14th, Madalina's mother, Diana, reported her missing. The next day, the Cornelius Police Department began its investigation into the little girl's disappearance. On December 17th, Diana Cojocari and Madalina's stepfather, Christopher Palmer, were charged for failing to report Madalina missing in a timely manner.
How often is it that you guys have to charge someone for failing to report someone missing?
Well, this is the first time that I'm aware that we've ever charged anyone with this, much less a parent.
Then in January of 2023, a grand jury indicted Palmer and Diana Cojocari. In March, unsealed warrants showed that Diana Cojocari had requested a family member smuggle her and her daughter away from their home in Cornelius. A relative stated that Diana Cojocari had told him that she was in a bad relationship with Palmer and wanted a divorce. On April 11th, community members gathered in Cornelius to celebrate Madalina's 12th birthday.
As a community, for us to get to stay together, come together, and keep her in our thoughts and prayers is a great thing.
In July, unsealed search warrants noted that Madalina's mother floated a theory that Madalina was given away for money.
Do you guys have any reason to believe that Madalina could have been sold?
I can't comment on that.
In August, Diana Cojocari pleaded not guilty to a charge of failing to report her daughter missing. Then on the 18th, Christopher Palmer bonded out of jail after his bond was reduced. He too pleaded not guilty to a charge of failing to report Madalina missing. We tried to speak with Palmer outside of the county jail and outside of his home.
No comment.
As the community marks the 1-year anniversary of Madalina's disappearance, investigators are still hard at work. Chief Baucom tells me his department has received hundreds of tips about Madalina, and his detectives have spent thousands of hours investigating the little girl's disappearance.
It is difficult because the public wants details, and we just can't share those details. You know, we just want the public to know that we're doing everything we can to find her, and we will continue to do that.
Is there any reason to believe that you guys are close to a resolution in this case?
I believe we are, because I believe we're going to find Madalina. So it's just a matter of time. The information is there. Someone knows something, someone saw something, and they've either told us and we haven't uncovered it yet, or they just haven't shared it with us. But I believe that we're going to find her.
Reporting in Cornelius, Alex Giles, WBTV, on your side.
Alex, thank you. Meanwhile, members of the Cornelius community and police department plan to gather to show support for Madalina. They're planning to meet tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. at Smithville Park in Cornelius.
Right now, a solemn day, though, marked in our community. It's now been 1 year since Madalina Cojocari was last seen. We have video here showing those moments she got off the bus in Cornelius, which was the last time she was seen.
Yeah, she hasn't been seen since. We know authorities say her mom and stepdad didn't report her missing for weeks after that video showing her getting off the school bus. Police eventually arrested both for failing to report, and her mom remains behind bars tonight. Since then, Cornelius police have released several photos and videos of Madalina. They're really hoping to bring her home, but so far nothing. WCNC Charlotte's Jesse Pierre is joining us live from Cornelius tonight with how the community is honoring the search for Madalina. A very tough day there, Jesse.
Absolutely. Well, Madalina was remembered at Bailey Middle School today, where classmates and staff took a moment of silence before dismissal today. And in about just 30 minutes, community members will be gathering here at the town hall in honor of Madalina. And the police chief is expected to speak at the event today.
You think of the vulnerability of younger kids, and it breaks your heart to think about this, of what this little girl has gone through or is going through, and her whereabouts.
It's been 365 days since Madalina Cojocari was last seen in public leaving a school bus on November 21st. Madalina's mother, Diana Cojocari, and her stepfather, Christopher Palmer, did not report her missing until December 15th. Both were arrested on felony charges. Palmer's attorneys argued that he did not know anything about Madalina's disappearance and would have no reason to hurt her. In August, his bond was dropped from $200,000 to $25,000. He bonded out, but has to wear an ankle monitor. Attorney Mark Jaton, not related to this case, says this is so police can keep a watch on him.
The electronic monitor is the most secure way to monitor someone. They have a device that has to stay on them 24/7. If the device is taken off, the authorities are automatically notified, and they're going to pick them up.
Madalina's mom remains in jail under a $250,000 bond.
What I think that the detectives are now dealing with is how to get the mother to give them information, because she's still behind bars. The father's out on bond, but the mother is still behind bars, and of course working one against the other.
Investigators have combed through cell phone records, electronic communications, and other items that may be linked to Madalina's disappearance. But 1 year later, she has still not been found. Cornelius police are encouraging people to continue to share Madalina's photos and call in tips.
And there is no bad lead. So any information, whether it doesn't seem like it is reliable or if it is extremely reliable, anywhere on that spectrum is all valuable. Give that information to law enforcement as soon as possible.
Now, things are expected to get started at about 6:30 here at the town hall. We'll have a reporter here and have all of that tonight at 11. Live in Cornelius, Jesse Pierre, WCNC Charlotte.